Whispers in the night, shadows play their games, promises so sweet, but they never share the names. False flags promised you the golden shore, but the trapdoor drops at the warehouse door. Fluorescent light hums a sickening tune, no windows to see the October moon. They don't care about your hopes or your name, just the biological parts of your frame. They strip the temple just to sell the stone, putting dollar signs on flesh and bone. A heartbeat sold to the highest bid, keeping the gruesome transaction hid. Or the anatomy of gold, where the human soul is bought and sold. Ice water dripping in a stainless sink, too terrified to even blink. The doctor smiles with a predator's eyes, signing the papers for the luxury prize. A wealthy buyer gets a second start, built on the ruins of a stolen heart. They strip the temple just to sell the stone, putting dollar signs on flesh and bone. A heartbeat sold to the highest bid, keeping the gruesome transaction hid. Or the anatomy of gold, where the human soul is bought and sold. Footsteps echo down the concrete stairs, nobody answers your frantic prayers. The global elite playing God in the dark, leaving their victims without a trace or a mark. A systemic assembly line built out of greed, harvesting lives for the monsters they feed. Cold, cold iron on a warm, warm chest. They won't stop until they take the best. Who pays the price for the billionaire's breath? Who signs the warrant for an innocent's death? They tear you apart. They tear you apart. They strip the temple just to sell the stone, putting dollar signs on flesh and bone. A heartbeat sold to the highest bid, keeping the gruesome transaction hid. Or the anatomy of gold, where the human soul is bought and sold. The ledger is closed, the safe is locked tight, east of the Jordan where the clay turns white. A team of spades is digging in the morning light, looking for a shadow in the valley of the dead, where ancient prophets said the fire ran red. Dust, holding a secret that the centuries entrust. They cleared the broken bricks of a massive city wall and found the exact moment of the terrifying fall. A thick black line of charcoal and a bone, melting the pottery and shattering the stone. The artifacts are twisted by a blinding flash of heat, singeing the foundations of the ancient city street. It wasn't a standard war, it wasn't a normal flame that wiped the twin cities straight out of the game. Oh, Sodom and Gomorrah are rising from the clay, exposing the destruction of that apocalyptic day. They found the sulfur trinitite, they found melted glass deep beneath the trenches of the modern desert past. The text on the vellum is jumping off the page, uncovering the embers of a long forgotten rage. The scientists are staring at a strange cosmic signature, shock quartz crystals in the archaeological picture. A blast from the heavens hotter than the sun, an atmospheric airburst before the day was done. The brick were vaporized, the fields turned to salt, a thriving civilization brought to a sudden halt. They map the perimeter, they measure out the zone where the judgment of the ages was violently blown. For thousands of years they said it was a myth, but the trinitite is something you can't argue with. The artifacts are twisted by a blinding flash of heat, singeing the foundations of the ancient city street. It wasn't a standard war, it wasn't a normal flame that wiped the twin cities straight out of the game. Oh, Sodom and Gomorrah rising from the clay, exposing the destruction of that apocalyptic day. They found the sulfur trinitite, they found the melted glass deep beneath the trenches of the modern desert past. The text on the vellum is jumping off the page, uncovering the embers of a long forgotten rage. Take photos where the sulfur stones ignite and the cold Dead Sea glitters in the fading evening light. The warning of the past is written in the ground, a testament of fire that the archaeologist found. No life grew back for centuries on end, where the sky split apart and the rules began to bend. The ash layer tells you everything you need about the ultimate limit of human pride and greed. The ruins are quiet now, the carbon dates align, leaving a footprint of the terrifying sign. Dig up the evidence, wash off the dirt, see the physical proof of the ancient cosmic hurt. The fire fell down, the city was erased, every single idol completely displaced. Wake up the world, look down at the floor. The myth isn't just a story anymore. Oh, Sodom and Gomorrah rising from the clay, exposing the destruction of that apocalyptic day. They found the sulfur amidst the stone. The truth of the plane is finally made known. Ashes to ashes. City streets are haunted by the shape of our fears, echoes of our shadows bleed through the years. On the city street, stepping in perfect time to a mechanical beat. They look like a neighbor, they look like a friend, but it's a terrifying disguise that they extend. The creatures wear a skin, but they have no soul, just an ancient vacuum taking complete control. Demonic spirits from the biblical past, awake from the shadows where they were cast. They took a human form to blend with the crowd, walking the earth beneath the synthetic shroud. The air is getting thin, the trap is being laid. Watch the true reflection of humanity fade. They're stepping out from behind the heavy screen to turn the whole world into a master machine. Oh, the ancient deceivers are wearing the mask to fill in the lines of a terrible task. They want us forgotten, they want us erased. Every single memory completely replaced, from the days of old to the modern day screen. Trading humanity for the soulless machine. 2,000 years ago, in the dust and the heat, they saw the true king and they plotted defeat. In the days of Yeshua, they wanted him gone because his holy light was a threat to the dawn. They couldn't corrupt while the master was near, so they engineered the cross out of hatred and fear. They wanted him gone so the poison could flow, corrupting the world as the populations grow, spreading their net as the centuries fly under the gaze of a counterfeit sky. The air is getting thin, the trap is being laid. Watch the true reflection of humanity fade. They're stepping out from behind the heavy screen to turn the whole world into a master machine. Oh, the ancient deceivers are wearing the mask, fulfilling the lines of a terrible task. They want us forgotten, they want us erased. Every single memory completely replaced, from the days of old to the modern day screen. Trading humanity for the soulless machine. Are high and the planet is full, and they're ready to pull on the final dark wool. The population's so big that they want us all gone. A silent subtraction before the next dawn. They don't need our hands, they don't need our breath, signing the warrant for corporate death. The automated factories line up in a row to let the last remnants of humanity go. The silicone wires are taking the floor, and the machines do our jobs while they lock up the door. Tear off the disguise, see the cold dead eyes, listen to the truth beneath the globalist lies. They fought against Yeshua, they fight against the soul, the ancient memory completely replaced, from the days of old to the modern day screen, trading humanity for the soulless machine. The skin starts to peel, the graphics decay, the ancient phantoms are showing the way. The clockwork ticking from the intro returns alone for 5 seconds, then flatlines. The power goes dead. Silence. Look up at the heavens on a summer day, but the blue you are seeing is just a spray. A giant projector in a vacuum dome, hiding the stars above our earthly home. They build the rockets, but they never fly, just painting a curtain on a hollow sky. The ledger is hidden in a vault so deep, while the rest of the country is fast asleep. They burn the papers and they clear the floor, and lock the secrets behind a steel reinforced door. And tell their lies. The public is blind to the terrible truth, while the monsters in the dark restore their youth, trading humanity for cold hard gold. The darkest story that was ever told. Behind the glass towers and the laboratory seals, they sit at the tables for their gruesome meals, drinking the adrenochrome to stay awake, a chemical harvest for a lifetime's sake. The blood is stolen from the young and pure, an innocent sacrifice to find the cure. They trade a heartbeat for a second start, built on the ruins of a stolen heart. A boardroom of phantoms playing God in the night, vanishing shadows from the public side. Oh, evil NASA and their fake blue skies, they destroy the evidence and tell their lies. The public is blind to the terrible truth, while the monsters in the dark restore their youth, trading humanity for cold hard gold. The darkest story that was ever told. innocent person on a poster board, while a billionaire's life is quickly restored. The global elite hiding right in plain view, concealing the horror under layers of blue. They scrub the concrete and they wash the floor, so no one knows what happened before. We look at the monitors, we follow the screen, but we're missing the gears of the grab machine. Underneath the blue, the truth lies hidden, a tale of shadows, a past forbidden, evil lurking where the sky should be. In this veil of lies, will we ever see? Under the weight of the blood-red sky, whispers ride the flames. The crackle of a world on fire, playing those wicked games. In the night, the shadows rise, it's a dance of flames and greed. With their eyes on the land, they sow the seeds of need. While the poor folks tremble as the sky ignites with dread, they're rolling in their riches, and we're barely hanging by a thread. Oh, watch the world burn down just for a piece of gold, while hearts break in silence and the innocent grow cold. These deliberate fires set by hands that never tire, they're buying up the ashes while we lose it all to fire. Turn to cinders and dreams reduced to dust, while the flames dance, they raise the glasses in twisted trust. A cacophony of laughter rings from their gilded halls, while I watch the sun set behind these burning walls. Who will cry for the fallen when the smoke clears the ground? A reckoning is coming. It's a hunger that knows no bounds. Oh, watch the world burn down just for a piece of gold, while hearts break in silence and the innocent grow cold. These deliberate fires set by hands that never tire, they're buying up the ashes while we lose it all to fire. Here in the ruins, I hear the voices of the past, echoes of laughter muffled, fading away so fast. They build their castles on the graveyards where we lay, in a world of fleeting fortunes where the righteous feel the fray. Can you hear the whispers of the spirits that remain? How they dance in the embers, waving just for a piece of gold, while hearts break in silence and the innocent grow cold. These deliberate fires set by hands that never tire, they're buying up the ashes while we lose it all to fire. With every flicker of the flame, their laughter haunts my dreams. These puppeteers of shadow grasping at foolish schemes. But when the wind shifts, will they taste the smoke and shame? Will they feel the weight of sorrow, or just play their wicked game? So as the ashes settle down and the truth begins to show, we raise our voices to the skies. Let the whole world know these deliberate fires, they can never take our stoke. We'll rise from the ashes, from the hurt, and from the smoke. Deep in the fissures, where the magma runs cold, the legions are whispering of stories foretold. For 2,000 winters the palace was bare, a vacuum of power in the sulfur-choked air. The lesser fiends waited, they bided their time, stitching the tapestry of malice and crime. They watched the great seal on the bottomless floor as a hairline fractured tears open the door. The principalities gather, they raise up their hands, ready to carry out his dark commands. Oh, the calendar turns and the epoch is done. The ancient constraint is completely undone. Oh, the dragon is loose and he's reclaiming the crown to turn the global architecture completely upside down. The legions of darkness are cheering his name, setting the map of the planet of flame. The master is rising, he's scaling the wall, answering the call of humanity's fall. The keys to the matrix are clinking in hand as his boot hits the dust of the civilized land. The demons are howling, they dance in the mire, welcoming the tyrant back to his throne of fire. The hierarchy's ready, the orders are clean, they're plugging the world to the master machine. Oh, the dragon is loose and he's reclaiming the crown to turn the global architecture completely upside down. The legions of darkness are cheering his name, setting the map of the planet of flame. The central computer is humming in time, a global grid tailored for the ultimate crime. No cash in the pocket, no gold in the safe, just total tracking of the human wave. For the dragon is loose it doesn't reach a small stubborn remnant just starting to preach. They're holding the oil, they're trimming the wick, refusing the trade of the 666. Oh, the dragon is loose and he's reclaiming the crown to turn the global architecture completely upside down. The master takes the throne, the legions fall in line. The world is sealed inside the ultimate sign.
Midnight driving, heartbeats thump, headlights flicker through the desert dump. The stars are muted, the moon takes flight, shadows dance in the dead of night. The desert plays 1,000 wicked tricks. The headlights catch two eyes burning too bright. Standing on two legs, caught in my sight. A wolfskin cloak draped over the spine. Stepping right across the forbidden line. Don't look in its eyes, don't say its name. Out in the desert, it's a lethal game. It wears the hide, it mimics your friend, luring you down to a sudden end. The Skinwalker rides on the midnight wind, where the human form is broken in sin. You lock the cabin doors, you turn off the light, but something is scratching on the roof tonight. You hear your mother's voice calling from the trees, pleading for help on the desert breeze. But don't you dare step outside that door. That voice doesn't belong to her anymore. Don't look in its eyes, don't say its name. Out in the desert, it's a lethal game. It wears the hide, it mimics your friend, luring you down to a sudden end. The Skinwalker rides on the midnight wind, where the human form is broken in sin. It runs beside your truck at 60 miles an hour, fueled by ancient forbidden power. The medicine man warned of the witch's curse, trading your soul for something much worse. No bullets can stop what is already dead, left with the horror of the things he said. Is that a wolf? Is that a man? Running across the forgotten land. It's tapping on the glass, it's looking through the screen. The most terrifying thing that you've ever seen. Hide your face, hide your face. Don't look in its eyes, don't say its name. Out in the desert, it's a lethal game. It wears the hide, it mimics your friend, luring you down to a sudden end. The Skinwalker rides on the midnight wind, where the human form is broken and sin. The dust settles on the highway lane, the voice in the dark starts to fade. But the shadow stays
to the unknown. A fence line cuts through her empty land, secrets thick as stone. Giant white golf balls in the cruel heat, guardians of forgotten tales. Ghost whisper in the burning red sands, their stories caught in veils. Footprint marks the tarmac path, the highway's barren scars, a perimeter to remind us all. The distance claims our hearts. Oh, through the red dust, the frontier stands tall. Once you cross its edge, there's no way to store. Oh, the desert eyes watching tonight, catching whispers in the satellite light. Alice Springs is dreaming, servers burning hot, listening to echoes of the world long forgot. Deep in the red dust, the joint defense stands, holding the wires of 1,000 lands. American badges on an Aussie base, they look down from the skies, peering at lives that once were whole, now just digits in their eyes, intercepting signals, decoding the silence that screams in this digital fortress. Reality unravels seams while McDonald Rangers stand silent and grand, mapping targets unseen in this vast land. Oh, the desert eyes watching tonight, catching whispers in the satellite light. Alice Springs is dreaming, servers burning hot, listening to echoes of the world long forgot. Deep in the red dust, the joint defense stands, holding the wires of 1,000 lands. Protesters rise at the outer gates, warnings lost on the breeze, chanting through the desert night, yet they can't hear the pleas. Cameras on a turn, let 'em spin with disdain, ignoring the voices that shout out their pain. A sovereign nation with keys held tight, trading off futures beneath the starry night. From the skies of Asia to Middle Eastern sands, triggers pulling the shadows beneath foreign hands. Every call, every text, every move in the dark, tracking our lives right back to the mark. The invisible war, the invisible war. Oh, the desert eyes watching tonight, catching whispers in the satellite light. Alice Springs is dreaming, servers burning hot, listening to echoes of the world long forgot. Deep in the red dust, the joint defense stands, holding the wires of 1,000 lands. The red dirt settles, the satellites gleam, just a classified blip on a monitor screen. They hear everything, and we lose our dreams. glass incubator is humming with a sterile constant heat. The centrifuge is spinning down the raw cellular mass. We watch the identical face open its eyes inside the tank. The sequence is matching, the pattern is precise, replicating the bone structure twice. They told me don't look at the cribs in the back, where the original code started to crack. Forbidden lining edges, waking deep in the fluid, a cold-blooded harvest that the boardroom pursued. The elders warned us about the synthetic strain, growing the identical flesh in the identical brain. I didn't listen to the drip of the feed, I just watched the seconds so start to bleed. Now it stands colossal, a ghost in the road, an unblinking copy that dictates the show. It is the nursery, clearing the floor, a horror so heavy that you can't run no more. Now the bloodline is burning a terrible grace, the weight of the replica staring down at this place. Thought we were protected by the modern regime, but the cloning, the marrow of the ancient machine. Yeah, they bring the winter ice. Keep your medicine close, keep your fingerprints tight. Don't trust the mirror in the fading of light. They didn't use weapons to tear us apart, just a secondary copy aimed straight for the heart. Like a relic surviving from a future unmade, watching the traits of the born ones fade. An unblinking force under the cold halogen sun, ending the bloodline before it ever begun. No escapes left over on the surgical floor, just a familiar stranger knocking on the door. It is the nursery, clearing the floor, a horror so heavy that you can't run no more. Now the bloodline is burning a terrible grace, the weight of the replica staring down at this place. Thought we were protected by the modern regime, but the cloning of marrow woke the ancient machine. Yeah, they bring the winter ice. The pulse is dropping low, the vital monitor is turning black. No protection left in this valley of glass. Watch the elite sign the inheritance away. Watch it fade. The nutrient solution is leaking a yellow chemical grease. The glass cylinder is drawing a frozen white fog. The backup generator is mimicking a rhythmic gasp. The heartbeat on the screen is perfectly synchronized with mine. Permanent dark. Permanent dark. The heavy blast doors are grinding shut beneath the granite hill. The ventilation filters are humming a stale breath We watch the elevator drop into the black gut of the earth. The seismic meters are shaking, the concrete is thick. A geometric tomb built for the rich and the sick. They told me don't look at the coordinates marked, where the bloodlines of money have quietly embarked. Forbidden sanctuaries waking deep in the stone. A cold-blooded survival that leaves us alone. The elders warned us about the subterranean strain, burying the legacy straight through the mountain vein. I didn't listen to the hum of the air, I just watched the heavy steel lock out the flare. Now it stands colossal, a fortress in the shale, an invisible underworld outliving the gale. Oh, it is the buried city clearing the floor, a horror so heavy that you can't run no more. Now the surface is burning a terrible grace, the weight of the bedrock staring down at this place. Thought we were protected by the modern regime, but the ceiling of the hatches woke the ancient machine. Yeah, they bring the winter ice. Yeah, they bring the winter ice. Keep your medicine close, keep your air supply tight. Don't trust the monitors and the fading of light. They didn't use armies to shut us outside, just a 3-foot clearance where the architects hide, like a relic surviving from the day of the dust, leaving the rest of the world to the rust. An unblinking force under the artificial sun, ending the sunlight before it ever begun. No escapes left over on the wilderness floor, just a blast resistant shadow knocking on the door. It is the buried city clearing the floor, a horror so heavy that you can't run no more. Now the surface is burning a terrible grace, the weight of the bedrock staring down at this place. Thought we were protected by the modern regime, but the ceiling of the hatches woke the ancient machine. Yeah, they bring the winter ice. Yeah, they bring the winter ice. The pulse is dropping low, the perimeter camera is turning black. No protection left in this valley of soil. Watch the elite turn the oxygen away, watch it fade. The hydro tanks are leaking a chemical green, the radio beacon is looping a mechanical scream. The lights are flickering out on the lowest tier, the concrete walls are starting to sweat, permanent dark.